Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the next episode of the Fantasy Football Podcast from Brady. Fixing my hat as we're getting into this. I'm hyped to be here. Hyped to be here. Thanks for showing up, everybody. We're gonna jump right into it. It is the night before Thanksgiving. It is 11/27 Wednesday. Games. There's a lot of games that start tomorrow. There's a game on Friday and then Sunday. So I figured I'd try to get this out as quickly as possible. This is the Week 12 recap. So. First off, starting with this boo-boo, LG boo-boo, Mahase comes back from behind to get the dub here in Week 12, 134 to 123, with the helps of not Ramondre Stevenson, surprisingly, only 3 points, but he had Puka Nacua, AJ Brown, and Tua Tagovailoa back in action to get that dub. Well played, Mahase. I had my boys try their darndest. Jonnu Smith, the man, the legend. Calvin Ridley doing his job. Derrick Henry doing his job. Amon St. Brown doing okay. Malik Neighbors doing, technically their job. I left Pollard on the bench. Mayfield wouldn't have made much of a difference. And he did catch me a bad time because I had London and Kamara on bye, so not my best. He also had Mooney, Cook, and Kincaid on bye, but I don't know if Kincaid was healthy enough to play last week, so worked out good for him because he got the dub here. I was talking to him Sunday, or what day was it? It was maybe Saturday night, and he was talking about how he didn't know what to do with this tight end. And I gave him free advice to pick up Zach Ertz, who got 15 points, which I don't want to say made the difference, but really unfortunate for me because he did great, 15 points in that loss to Dallas. So, congrats, Jace. This moves him into 4th place. We can take a quick stop at the standings so you guys can see it's also like right up here. But that moved him up to 4th with Zero Dark Purdy's loss, so it moves him into playoff range here, which is all the important because this is our last 3 weeks before playoffs. Every single game counts. Nothing is really ruled out. I don't think anybody's statistically ruled out. Technically, they haven't said Jake has clinched this yet. I think he has. I don't think he can not go to playoffs. It just depends on what spot at this point. He's safe, but everybody else, not so much. If I lose out, if Travis loses out, we're not guaranteed nothing. We're only 1 and 2 wins ahead of these guys who are only a win above it here, who are only a win above here. So, still a chance for every team to get this coveted 4th spot. There's nothing out, and if me and Travis continue losing, then there might be more spots available. So who knows? Keep them coming. Next, we had defeated but not deleted at 153 to Ice Brady 108. Ooh, yeah. I don't want to quite sound I want to pull up the phony alarm a little bit, but I won't do that to you, because I don't know, I'm just feeling nice today, I guess. But outdone by defeated but not deleted, who is definitely defeated but not deleted. He could potentially clinch a playoff spot here if he keeps up performances like this. Josh Jacobs and McLaurin led the way. Kittle not doing bad. CD Lamb 16. His weak spots really were the Arizona boys up here. But Hopkins did great. His special teams doing it. And he had some extra firepower on the bench here from Bruce Irving and stuff. I don't know if it's Bruce Irving. Bucky Irving, my bad. I don't know why I said Bruce. But on the opposite side, Travis had some bad luck with Brian Robinson, Justin Jefferson having his weakest performance of the year besides his bye week, and Javonte Williams not doing a whole lot. But he did have Cortland Sutton trying his damnedest, and Jalen Hurts doing his job. So he did leave Waddle on the bench, which could have made a difference, but not a difference enough to get a dub. He did have the Titans defense, and he had Kareem Hunt. None of that would have saved him, unfortunately. Defeated but not deleted was too strong. Congratulations, Josh T. And love to see it, Travis. Keep up the good work there on the loss streak. Keep it going. Next, we have Liberty Bibbity in an abysmal 84.18 game here. Absolutely destroyed. Not a lot of love coming from anybody. I know that Purdy was out, so these guys basically became useless, it seems. Bowers, the loss to Denver, didn't do much. Downs didn't do much in that loss to Detroit. Dallas, the kickers on IR, not great. Vikings, second best performing players on his team was the Vikings defense, who won in that, I think, overtime to Chicago. And Bo Nix, has become pretty hot here at the end of the season. He's had quite the rookie year, 19 points, not bad. He did have Jordan Love on the bench, and he did have a lot of buys, so he was in a tricky spot here where he didn't have a lot of options, and it showed here. Just unfortunate because it's really coming down to the wire for him, and he needed a dub. He's not out. It just means he's still got to get through Shane, who's now 4-8 as well, which if he would have fended him off, that would have been a big win. but it's not over for either of these guys' seasons yet. And East Coast guy squeaks by with a dub with Trey McBride, Kobe Myers leading the way there, and Matt Stafford not doing bad in that last second pickup because it looked like Brady was ruled out. He did have 3 buys himself, but it got him. He had the dub anyway. So well played, Shane. There, way to keep fighting here. And even though this is the 9th and 10th place team right now, they are not out, believe it or not, for contention because of how close the league is. Next, we got Jake on his just insane historical year here, 135 to Zero Dark Purdy's 96 to continue his win streak of 7. Dude is built different, absolutely insane. The Texans D putting up 25, Dicker kicking for 16. He had Darnold for 22, Gibbs for 24, which is probably going to get more work because I think Montgomery's out. I did see Dobbins is doubtful because he went down in that Baltimore game, so unfortunate for him. He did have his big boy Josh Allen on bye and Bijan Robinson on bye, so if there was a week to try to knock him off here, this would have been it. But unfortunately, Zero Dark Purdy couldn't get done. He had his own troubles this week with Lamar Jackson leading the way at 23 points. Nico Collins at 20. Mike Evans back from his injury for 11. But Jonathan Taylor not getting anything done. Singletary, I would say, not doing his job. Lockett only 4. Moody only kicking for 5. Chiefs only 8. And he had Jamar Chase on bye, which is a little bit of an excuse, but I mean, Prescott's on IR. All these other guys just weren't doing much. So unfortunate week for Zero Dark Purdy there. He continues his loss streak and pushes Jake to 11-1. It's like I said, it hasn't given us a symbol that he's clinched it, so maybe mathematically he could still lose it. I don't know how, though. I don't know how he could not make it. So anyways, with that, I'm just going to say he's made it. I mean, he's got playoffs for sure. I think it's just, if he, I think he's going to get the number 1 seed as well. I don't think there's any doubt about it, but we'll see what happens, I guess. And last but not least at all, this crazy game from Josh S. coming through with 198 to smash, absolutely obliterate the league record this season with Mr. Saquon Barkley, 52 points leading the way. Jaden Daniels going crazy at 32. Aaron Jones at 21. JSN at 19. And regret dropping him now. Cooper Kupp on a 19. The lowest person on his team was Myers kicking for 5, but after that, it's 18 or 15 points, which is crazy. All right, okay, I lied. It's 5, 13, 15. Basically, all these guys are doing great, though. 13 points for your lowest on the week outside of your kicker. Absolutely insane. And that's not all, dude. He had 27 on the bench with DJ Moore, and Mahomes wouldn't have made a difference because Jaden Daniels did better, but absolutely crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So on the opposite side, I'm not worthy. He had some buys. Mr. Joe Burrow. Actually, that might have been the only one. Joe Burrow. He had Goff in. Not a good fantasy week for him, but they did get a 24-6 win. Montgomery could be out. Something happened with him, so I know he got 18 points, but he was injured for a little bit or something. A-Chain doing good. Tyreek Hill not doing super great. Waddle got most of the work this week. Pittman, 15 is not bad. Disley, 8. He's hanging in there. Xavier Worthy not quite doing his job. Boswell only kicking for 7, which I don't want to say that's a season low, but he's been kicking crazy. So, yeah, it looks like number 4 was his lowest. But 7 points is about the bottom for what he's been producing this week or this year. So, unfortunate, even his kicker was kind of taking the week off. And then Commanders only 9 points in that victory, and that loss against Dallas, which was kind of crazy. But yeah, absolutely crazy. Hats off to you, Josh S. with that Chiefs three-peat. You moved to 5-7, keeping the dream alive. I believe he has to win out. I think Defeated but Deleted has to win out. And it kind of comes down to, it's our spots to lose here. Zero Dark Purdy lost the 4th spot to Mahase here. And it's our spots to lose, really. Absolutely crazy. That means Chiefs three-peat does take the top of with that huge boost forward with last week's performance to 1635, top of the league by 15 points. Absolutely crazy, while also sporting not a too bad points against. So absolutely crazy for Josh S. to think that he might, 1635 and might miss playoffs. We'll see if he can win out. I'm up against him this week. We'll dive into, so hopefully I can stop him. But yeah, it's going to be a big week. This is a big week for Josh S. and a not as big a week, but important for me to not get a loss here if I want to keep my spot, because I can't lose out. I think if I lose out, I might be missing my spot. I think a couple of people could hit 8 wins for sure. So if Josh wins the next 3, he's 8-7, and I'd move to 8-7. So then it comes down to tiebreakers and points for and stuff like that. So I need a dub, and Josh really needs a dub if he wants to keep his playoff dreams alive. A little scared of Barkley over there versus Baltimore, so hopefully Baltimore can shut down the run. I do have Henry, so that's a fun little face-off there. We'll see what happens this week. I got my Warriors with me. I know he's got his. There's no buys for our team, so we're at full strength, and it just comes down to what's going to happen. I'm projected a little bit above him. I don't mean nothing when it comes down to it, so we'll see what happens here, but very excited. This will be a good one. Best of luck, Josh S. Next, we got Ice Brady versus the East Coast guy, and another huge. This is huge for both of them. If Shane wins out, there's a chance he gets in. If Travis loses out, there's a chance he doesn't make it in. So both these guys need a win. Every win counts here. And Checo's still on IR, I see, though he's projected points, which is interesting. So maybe if he's going to come back this week, I don't know. But with that, right now, Travis is barely projected to win by God's grace because that doesn't seem right. And we'll see if he can break his losing streak versus the East Coast guy. But McCaffrey's back. He's got all of his guys off bye. I don't know if there is a bye week even because it seems like everyone's playing this week. So big week for everybody. Best of luck, Shane. And hey, you're here, Travis. So hey, let's see if you can keep a playoff spot. Next, we got Mahase versus Defeated But Not Deleted. Again, huge matchup here. This is huge. I can't stress it enough. Both these guys need a dub. This could decide these guys this season. Jace has a little bit of wiggle room because he is 6-6 to Josh S's 5-7, but that playoff spot, he is in the 4th spot right now. And if he wants to keep this spot, he has to win. So big week from Mahase. And Josh T, there's not a better candidate to hand an L this week to try to sneak into that playoff spot because this will help with your tiebreakers too. So absolutely crazy. Big week for these boys. Best of luck. Next, we got Zero Dark Purdy versus Liberty Bibbity. Again, big one. Josh H is trying to hold on to this playoff spot that he lost. He's in 5th place now. He needs a dub. Aaron, he's not ruled out by any means. If he wins, he can go 7-8. And that's in. That's better than some of the teams in there now. That's Travis. Travis, if he loses out, he'll be 7-8. Then it comes down to the tiebreakers. And if Aaron has beat him, it's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a hard one to see what happens. But both these guys need a win. And right now, Aaron is projected to win. Best of luck, you two. Best of luck. I see you guys are all back and no buys. So everyone's back full power. Best of luck to you two teams. And then finally, we got Corey and High Off Herbs. It's going to be, friends become enemies this week. We have just absolutely crazy. Again, Jake has nothing to lose at this point, and Corey has everything to lose. If he loses this week, I think he's out. I don't think there's a way if you can come back from 4-9. I think that's it. So Corey has to win this to stay alive. And Jake, it's just more icing on the cake, just more power to him. If he can keep winning, continue that win streak, basically is all he's trying to do. He has Joshua Allen back. There is no buys. So full power to them all. And we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's it. Wanted to make it this quick. I'll probably be kind of lazy on the edit because I just want to make sure it gets out here in time so you guys can watch this maybe Thanksgiving morning with your family, your extended family, whoever drove over. You want to see what this is all about, baby. I'm making it quick. I'm making it nice and easy to digest. So thank you for tuning in. This has been the Brady Fantasy Football Podcast, and I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, I'm trying to do an in-depth jump in on Jake and his season. You guys can figure out, hear the story basically of how he got to where he is and the decisions he made because it's a good one. It's a good one. So, anyway, appreciate y'all. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great Thanksgiving with your family. Love y'all. Bye bye.